In this exercise, we will learn the pen tool. Actually, the pen tool is the best tool to use in multi-purpose. We can draw shapes and different paths, and it is the best tool to make a selection and cut out any background with an image. Okay, let's see how this tool will work. If I move the arrow on Tools, we can see here the pen tool. And if I right-click on it, we can see P is the shortcut key. Okay, let's select this pen tool. Now, make a layer in the layer panel and draw a path. Just click here and here and here, something like that. We can see it's just making a line by joining each other. Okay, if I move my pen tool here, I start a path, and we can see a little circle. That means we can join the path now. And we have joined it perfectly. Okay, if we want to move the path from here to here, just press and hold the Control key and click and drag it. Something like that. We can see it's perfectly moved. If I click on the anchor point by holding and pressing the Control key, then we can see it's moving perfectly, and we can move any point from anywhere around it. Okay, if I click on any line, we can see it's also moving. Okay, if I want to select many points, then we can hold the Control and Shift key and click on these points, and we can move them around. Okay, now if I press the Alt key and then click on Point and Drag, then we can see it's converted into a curve point. And that is a very nice shortcut key. We can also move these handles. Okay, if we want to convert this curve into a straight point, then press and hold the Alt key and single click on it. And now, if we want to make a shape into a curve without holding any key first, click here. And now click 2 times at first, but after the second click, do not release the button. I mean, when I press one button and then the second button will be on hold by pressing it. And then just draw, something like that. Let's see some options here. We have the Shape and Path option. Now, let's select Shape and next Fill option. We can choose any color from here to fill with a color. And next, we have Stroke color. If we don't want stroke, just click on it. We can also change the stroke line and make it thick or thin. Okay, next, we can change the stroke-like style. So dashes or lines. All right, now let's draw a shape and fill it with any color. Something like that. Okay, now let's choose the path option. If I draw a shape, something like that, if I move the pen tool, on the line, we can see it shows us a plus sign. That means we can add more points. Just click on it to add a point. If we would like to delete any points, just move the tool on the point. We can see it's converted into a minus sign, and we can click on it to delete it. Okay, if check this auto mark is off, then we can see we are unable to add and delete points on the path. Okay, next we have the shape option. If I click on it, then our path will be converted into a shape. If I choose selection, then we can convert shape or path into a selection. And we have opened a window option. And we have the feather radius option. It is just used to make edges soft. Keep it at 0%. Next is the anti-alias option. This is used for sharp and clean edges. And now press OK. We have made a selection. Now, if you want to save this selection and use it later, then go to the window and choose Path. And here we can see the path. If I double click on it, we can save it. And we can put any name here, and the selection is saved. Okay, now let's try to cut out this glass from this image quickly. Let's select this layer, zoom in, and then click and drag and draw. Something like that. Okay, if we mistakenly click outside, then we can just press the delete key to come back, and then we can start again. And it will look something like that. Now let's click on Selection, no radius, press OK, and press Ctrl and C for copy and Ctrl and V for paste. Just hide this layer. And we can see we have perfectly cut out the background. Okay, in the next exercise, we will learn the freeform tool.